The third persona we're going to focus on this lesson is about the third persona, and he's Tom Long. He's trying to quit a bad habit. He represents 50% of switchers. These bad habits can be anywhere from, pornography, drugs, alcohol, smoking, things that he feels he can't overcome by himself. And he's grown up a Christian, and he feels like the Savior Jesus Christ could do it, and he needs a church to help him do that. He just doesn't need another Alcoholic Anonymous or a counselor, but he really needs God, and he hopes God can really help him out. When you're looking at Tom, he's looking at this time in his life for a group that can help him heal. He wants, in many cases, he doesn't have the money to spend for recovery, so he's looking for a place that can give him that and can focus on Christ and can really heal him. He turns to God as a way to, as he did in the Bible, heal those that need help at this time. He's looking for a leader that can give him strength, because he can't do it by himself. He's failed time and again to recover. He just can't overcome that addiction. But he wants a leader that can be there, like the father he wished he always had, or that friend that will help him overcome this. And then he's looking also for a support group. That third video shows a support group that helps people overcome addiction, and that they're there when during the roughest times, which he's in right now, to the times where he's going to overcome this. So as you watch these three videos, what I try to show is, that the importance of a support group and how that helps them. Importance of a leader giving spiritual strength to someone that's healing and wants to overcome, and then how friends can do this. His desire is in those three areas as he's searching for a church. He's completely broken, and he is ready to turn to God. And a lot of different denominations, what they do is after a couple of weeks, they go and baptize them. And lots of baptisms come from people like Tom, because they're broken, their hearts are in a position where they're willing to turn everything to God and to follow them. And this is, he's in the pits, the deepest part of his life. That's where he's at, and he wants help. The important criteria when selecting a church is when they come and visit, they feel welcomed. They might not be the best looking or have the best clothes on, but he can come and feel accepted. And he feels like he does not want to feel like he doesn't belong in that congregation. So he's looking for the style of service to see if it matches what he's used to, and if it can support people like him. If everybody is prim, proper, and judgmental, and seems like they all have families, and they don't reach out to him and help him feel love, he's going to be like, I don't belong here, because I don't have the money for clothes. I don't look the part that these other people have, and I am far from being like them. So he's going to look at that. He's going to look at, congregation members. He's going to look at, can they help me with this bad habit? Are they going to support me to overcome this bad habit? So those are three criteria that he'll look for as he's choosing the church. Many different churches have provided different services to help someone like Tom, because Tom is 50% of people that are trying to look for a new church. So they have a faith-based addiction recovery program that helps them come closer to Christ while overcoming the addiction. He's looking for a church, and churches provide a lot of activities and events that he can go to that can distract them, like Bible study or fun events, so that on Friday nights or on Saturday nights, when he could be hanging out with his old friends who caused the habit to happen, he can create new friends that can strengthen him during those times of weaknesses. He's looking for, churches can provide counseling where it can help him be able to, get over this, because it is hard. It takes time. It takes a lot of discussion. It takes a lot of support. He's looking for like-minded people that maybe have gone through this that can help him overcome it. He would love to have people that can help hold him accountable during that time of weakness. Can he call them? Can he receive a call from them? And when you get into addiction and maybe some drug issues, there might be a lot of mental illness followed. And he may be in that condition where he has those challenges and he needs help. So as churches are thinking about supporting someone like Tom that comes through the door, some of the solutions that your minister or leader should have would be, can I provide a support group for them to help with accountability? Can I tell him we have several activities of people his age that he can join or be a part of these church activities? Can we help him with some counseling, or do we have an addiction recovery group that all provide reasons for Tom to say, man, this is the place I've been praying for, I've been searching, and I need to overcome my bad habit. The articles we provided for Tom, we included one really good one from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which is addiction recovery questions. So they have a program with questions that can be answered that people have when they are going through they're trying to overcome their addiction. So lots of questions that can be answered. There is tips on how to stay motivated during the recovery process. That's always something good. I had the opportunity of being able to work with someone who, he just slipped up. He slipped up and could not handle it and fell into addiction again. And he was deep in mourning right after it happened. And he saw my post on how to overcome addiction and staying motivated. And right away he messaged me. It was like at 12 o'clock at night or later. And we started chatting. He's like, hey, I need help right now. Can you help me out? So these people that see the post, you might be touching them at the point they need it and that they're ready to act quickly on it. Questions you should ask yourself once you've said you're going to quit, but you did it again. That happens a lot where people fall. They try, but they fail. They try, they fail. What should you ask yourself and how you overcome that? And then how to talk to an addict. So understanding how to talk to them. And by understanding how to talk to them, that will give you some ideas of posts that you could write to help them out. Once Tom engages and he says, man, I thank you for your posts. They have helped me. Thank you for being there. Thank you for messaging me and being there for me. I could not do it without you. So I would love to visit your church. That's the first thing they're going to say is, I want to visit your church. Where is it? If people are as good as you, man, I am in. And then they're going to want to talk to these people and be like, this is a home for me. You guys are helping me out. I'm going to overcome it with you guys. Thank you. And that, that's what he's looking for. And he's going to talk to the clergy and meet with them and say, oh, you're going to be there for me. I'm totally in. I am so grateful. This is what I've been praying for. And God sends me to you as angels. And then he's going to look for information online about the church. And does it have information that can help them? And, what are people saying good and bad about it? So those are how Tom's going to go about his process to pick a church and to see if it's the right place for him as he's making this change. Now, to write for Tom. So you do a lot of research, and especially those questions I showed you. And this specific post I wrote, I said, I titled it, Jesus Can Heal Your Addiction. So it's directly targeted to someone like Tom. So if he's reading through his scrolling post, he's like, boom, that's me. And he sees someone that is kind of overcoming something that Jesus healed them. Association 2 stands out. And then he says, he reads, in what ways are you nothing when you do not have the help of God? He's like, I am nothing, right? And I need God's help. And then he says, let me know if you want me to pray for you. So this post has helped many people because it directly hits what they're looking for. It helps them realize the need for God. This pictures inspire them. And then they can take immediate action and say, Steve, please pray for me. And then that ensures a dialogue that continues on. And we have a relationship, and I can help him out. Another example is this one. This one's, the titles really work well as you do that because it helps stand out really quick of the person you're targeting. How can God help you overcome your addiction? Boom. He's like, man, that's exactly what I'm looking for, right? I need that. I want God to help me. And then when he reads it, let me know if you need some help to overcome your addiction. He's like, hey, who's this guy? He does your research. Can he help me out? And he reaches out because that's what he's looking for. So you can see how if you could understand your persona's problems, how it could help you write posts that are very targeted, and it hits them right in the lens that makes them want to take action. So in our next session, this was wrapping up Tom. We're going to go through the fourth persona about someone that's lonely.